If you clicked on this video, then you've probably failed a goal in the past. You're probably really good at dreaming up ideas and goals, but the actual accomplishing part is the difficult part. Figuring out how to put those goals into steps is what is difficult for you. And you've probably gotten mad at yourself a few times because 5 months into the year and you're nowhere near completing your goals. I'm right there with you. That is 100% me. If all of that sounds familiar, then you've come to the right place, because today we are talking about goals and how to make them actually achievable. And we are gonna crush 2024, because I don't know about you, but 2023 sucked. I am manifesting better vibes for 2024. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jordan. I like to share crafts and small business tips on my channel. As someone with ADHD, goals have always been super hard, and honestly, just tasks in general are super hard, but what I find difficult is like taking a task and then figuring out what the first step is and actually breaking those tasks down into steps that I can understand. For example, something like laundry I've done my whole life. I know the steps and the order it takes to do that, but something that I haven't done, sometimes the task is so unknown and or could feel so big that I just don't know where to begin, and so I don't, and then my goals just never get accomplished because I just don't start. And I'm trying to break out of that cycle and just start doing things. I know that's how you get comfortable doing the unknown. My experience with goals has always been set these super huge goals that sound super fun, that sound like my dream and what I want to be doing, but I can't really see how far out of scope they are. Like, is this actually something I could do in a year, or is this something that just sounds cool and I want to do it because I just want to do it? Is it actually achievable? I always get super ambitious for January, and then by probably April, I'm starting to fall off. And then it's like, don't care about those goals anymore because I'm not making progress. And I think the reason is I just never had a way to track the progress, to make smaller goals within the big goals and actually feel like I was on my way to achieving that big goal. All of that makes sense. It wasn't until I learned about OKRs that I realized why goals just weren't working for me. And that was because they just weren't actionable. They were just something like make more money, make more sales, but it wasn't ever anything that I could actually do. So let me show you what I mean by that. To start creating better goals, you need to get more specific. You can't just say, I want more website sales, I want more traffic. You have to start thinking about what is the number you actually want to achieve. Do you want X amount of dollars per month? Do you want 20% increase year over year? What is it that you actually want, and how will that actually help? So for this part, we are only talking about the objective. So in OKRs, there's objectives and key results. The objective is like the overarching main goal, and the key results are the steps or actions to take to get to that objective. First, we have to start off with a good objective. The objective has to be something that can be broken down into steps, and it has to be more specific versus super broad. So instead of saying you want to increase your sales, start by saying, I want to increase website sales by 40% from last year. And then from there, go look at your sales from last year and see what it would be to get 40% more. And then look at that and say, is this actually achievable with the rate I'm going right now? Could I actually get to this? If it's too easy, if it sounds like, yeah, no problem, I can get to this, then maybe you need to make the goal a little bit further out of reach. Make it something that you actually have to work on. Make it quantifiable and something you can break down into steps. So this is kind of the fun part for me, is breaking down the goals into steps. So think about your goal and think about, what do I need to be doing each month, each week, whatever it is, to get to that goal. And then write those down, and those are your key results. Let's give you some examples with some objectives, your overarching goal, and your key results, the actionable steps. A goal or objective I have for 2024 is to make full-time income on Cricut alone. And that sounds crazy, but I know it's possible. I have friends who are well on their way to this being their earnings, or I know other designers who are already making full-time income. So I know it's possible. So my steps to get there are going to be uploading a certain amount of designs every day, like making sure I'm keeping up with uploading new content, because that is how you get more people seeing your stuff. I want to make a handful of projects each month because the projects are inspiring to Cricut community members and it gets you more people on your profile, and you can then share those into Facebook groups for free promotion essentially. Another goal I have is to get monetized on YouTube, which is I mean, I feel like everyone's goal when they have a YouTube, and obviously some of the steps to get there are to have 1,000 followers and I think 4,000 watch hours, but that's not really something I can control. So what I can control is how many videos I'm putting out each week or each month. Another objective I have for the year is to increase my website sales by 20%, and some of the steps I want to take to get there are to upload new designs frequently so I constantly have something to post about. I want to work on Pinterest more this year than any other year and put all of the traffic to my website instead of having it go to external websites. I want it all to go to my blog or my website. I feel like Pinterest is a good avenue to get people to my website because I can share all the videos that I'm making for TikTok and Reels and things like that. I can share blog posts, I can share product images, I can share crafts that I've made with those projects, and I just feel like it's a good place to be on. Content on Pinterest lasts a little bit longer than on TikTok or Instagram. So I have a goal of doing 20 to 30 pins a week just to get started, and then if I am consistently able to achieve that, I might increase it, but honestly I don't think you need a whole ton of pins to get traffic to your website. Another step to getting more sales on my website would be to do monthly emails, which when I do them consistently, they do work, but I haven't been doing them consistently, so that is kind of why I've kind of fallen off track with that. But that is a goal going into next year, to be more consistent with things like that. So in short, make a goal or objective that you can break down into steps that you actually know you can achieve. Then take that objective and break it down into the steps and track your progress that way. So then throughout the year, you can see I'm not to that goal yet, but I have completed these things and I'm on my way to getting there. I have a whole Notion dashboard for my OKRs, and I have one table feeds into the next ones. If I update one of the key results, it updates the whole objective. It's really confusing, but it's really helpful to kind of see the progress and see how one task can actually push you forward in your goal. Really enjoy tracking it that way. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to know, what are your goals for 2024? What are you hoping to achieve? What's on the top of your list? I would love to hear more about your goals. Have a great day. Bye.